After an error-riddled debut set, 1982 Fleer baseball cards had the heavy burden of establishing a better reputation for the hobby newcomers. Well, the plan sounded good, but the execution had some flaws. Lackluster design, dark and grainy images, tons of errors. Still. Even so, there was plenty of Hall of Fame star power and a bevy of high-profile rookie cards to keep collectors interested. Today, these most valuable 1982 Fleer baseball cards highlight a set that gets little love, but is still part of our cardboard history. Prices are based on recent eBay sales for PSA 9 cards. And by the way, this set has some doozy error-corrected combos. Not going to include those here, but maybe later. 1982 Fleer Cal Ripken Jr. Rookie Card, number 176. This card shows a young Cal standing tense in the field, probably waiting for a ball to be smashed his way, given the unfamiliar position designation under the photo, third base. Of course, Ripken would soon take his place at shortstop, helping to turn that position into a viable landing place for big athletic players. In short order, Cal won the 1982 American League Rookie of the Year award, the 1983 American League MVP, and a World Series with the Orioles in 1983. That rookie season, 1982, Ripken would also begin the games played streak that eventually brought him right to Lou Brock's doorstep. Today, this grainy rookie card is a $35 card in graded mint condition. 1982 Fleer Lee Smith Rookie Card, number 603. Smith had to wait a while to join Cal in the Hall of Fame, but he was another big dude who helped change the position during the 1980s and 1990s. Along with hurlers like Rich Gossage, Rollie Fingers, Bruce Sutter, Dan Quisenberry, and others, Smith crafted an image of a closer as a late-inning shutdown guy who finished off the game for his team. Usually through mound-borne intimidation, it didn't hurt Smith's reputation that he was part of the 1984 Cubs team that finally won the division title. Expect to pay $15 for Smith's Fleer rookie card in PSA 9. 1982 Fleer Nolan Ryan, number 229. Ryan is going to sit at the top of the value list for just about every set he appears in, and that holds here for 1982 Fleer. This card shows the Ryan Express pitching against a pole barn background with a military rucksack at his feet. I don't know. I do know this card will set you back $10 in PSA 9. 1982 Fleer Pete Rose, number 256. Rose led the major leagues in hits, 140, in 1981 at age 40, and in games played, 162 in 1982 at age 41. Those were the last two times Charlie Hustle would top any semi-major categories, but he was ready to take dead aim on Ty Cobb's all-time hits record. After picking up his 4,000th safety in 1984 with the Montreal Expos, Pete headed back to the riverfront to wrap things up with the Reds. Before that, though, and before he fell from grace, Pete doffed his cap and let his caveman locks flow all over this 1982 Fleer card. You can usually find it today for under $7 in PSA 9. 1982 Fleer Terry Francona Rookie Card, number 188. Tito Francona was a fine hitter in the 1950s and 60s, so his son Terry came to the majors in the early 80s with at least a little bit of hype. Terry had a rough time duplicating Dad's success, but he did spend 10 years in the majors before embarking on his managerial career. That's where Francona started to shine, and it was under his leadership that the Red Sox finally got over Babe Ruth and broke their World Series curse in 2004. Today, this Tito's rookie card sells for $5 to $10 in PSA 9. 1982 Fleer Reggie Jackson, number 39. By the time this card saw the light of day, Reggie was getting ready to debut with his new team, the California Angels. In Anaheim, Jackson would win the 1982 American League Home Run crown and help the Angels capture the American League West title. That makes this the last Fleer card showing Jackson with the Yankees, and it lines up in the $5 to $10 range in PSA 9. 1982 Fleer Rickey Henderson, number 92. Rickey had served notice that he was an elite speedster by topping 100 stolen bases in 1980. After the strike-torn 1981 season, Henderson came out with his Jets on fire and sailed past Lou Brock's single-season record on his way to 130 steals. Henderson's path to Cooperstown was set, and he would never look back. This card from his record-breaking season sells in the $5 to $10 range for PSA 9 copies. 1982 Fleer Mike Schmidt, number 258. Schmidt had won the 1980 and 1981 National League MVP awards and looked poised to win another in 1982 when this card debuted. If not for Dale Murphy's breakout with the Atlanta Braves, Schmidt would have nabbed that third piece of hardware too, but he'd have to wait until 1986 for that. But by that time, he was pretty much universally regarded as the game's best third baseman, and he was a hobby staple. This is about a $5 card in PSA 9 today. 1982 Fleer Dave Stewart rookie card, number 24. Stewart holds the dubious distinction of winning 20 games 4 seasons in a row as the A's built a mini dynasty in the late 1980s without ever winning a Cy Young award. That didn't keep collectors from digging his rookie cards out of the common bins when he broke out at age 30, though, and this Fleer version sells for about $5 in slabbed mint condition. 1982 Fleer Tim Raines, number 202. Raines always sort of played in the shadow of Rickey Henderson, checking in as the second-best base stealer and second-best leadoff hitter of his generation, if not of all time. The obscurity of Montreal didn't help his fame either, but Raines is a Hall of Famer and a $5 member of this list in PSA 9. Like our video? Then like our videos and subscribe to our channel. waxpackgods.com